I haven't talked about Ukraine for a while, but, you know, it just goes on and on. So there really wasn't any point in it. But something's coming up now that I think you really better keep your eyes out. You know that we sent missile systems over Ukraine. And at the time, the idea was, okay, limited range so they don't fire them into Russia. But now we have sent over some of them that are long range. You know, and now the Ukrainians have been trying, you know, for years. They have, ever since they built that bridge across the Kerch Strait, they've been playing around, kind of wanting to take that out. And now they're talking about it again. Now, if they have long-range missiles, I think they're going to try. And if they hit that bridge or even fire at that bridge, I think all hell is going to break loose. You know, it's silly to even go after that bridge because it's not a military target. You know, at one time it would have made sense early in this conflict, but now it doesn't make any sense at all. The Russians have a land bridge there. They don't have to go across that bridge. There would be no point in it going down through Crimea to get, you know, they control all that already. So military, it makes no sense at all. But I think the Ukrainians would do it because they know that would be a bridge too far. They know that if they go after that bridge, or if they, you know, in their theory, take the bridge out, Russia will respond very harshly. I think this would kick off a lot, very quickly. You know, I always think it's funny when, you know, you read an article and that always says that Russia invading Ukraine was totally unprovoked. Well, they've been killing people, the Russian-speaking population of Ukraine, since 2014. This isn't totally unprovoked. You know, and then they made that Minsk Accord that they weren't, you know, they were supposed to kind of give them a little autonomy. And Ukraine agreed to that. But they have never abided by it. And now they admit that the only reason they agreed to it was to give them time to build up their military. They had no intention of ever agreeing to that or living by their agreement. You know, it's kind of like us where treaties mean absolutely nothing. You know, we'll do what we want to do. And so that's, and there's people from NATO who want to take that bridge out, but that will trigger World War III. That's what will happen. Because they will respond, and there will be a lot of NATO people who are going to die. Because they've warned that, you know, they have left, like, Kiev alone, unless they have to do it to take out some weapons that they're tucking away in transit. And in the western part of Ukraine, they have left that alone, though, you know, except for like the training facilities and stuff. But if they actually take that bridge out, they know where these decision-making centers are. They won't hesitate. I mean, the Russians have been incredibly patient. It's just amazing. They don't fly off the handle and go and do some crazy thing. They've just been really patient. But I think that would be the end of them having patience. If they take that bridge out, like I said, they've tried before. We supplied them with some old damn patrol boats, and they were always trying to make a little poke for that bridge, but the Russians always stopped them in time. But that bridge, like I say, it has no military value now. It's really a commercial function that it serves now. So there's really no logic in taking it out. But the Ukrainians are to the point where they know they are beat, and the only way they see out of this is to get NATO involved, to drag everybody else into this and escalate it. I'm sure they're thinking they got nothing to lose. Just go completely nuts for this thing. And that's what will happen if they take a shot at that bridge. And we're giving them the means to do that. Really, really foolish idea. Like I said, there's no military value there at all. But it will provoke. And we will regret it. And we say, well, how could this happen? It just amazes me. Well, I come out here. My intention was to plant a couple of black walnut trees that my brother has some black walnuts, and some had fallen into the garden and sprouted. And they're like a foot high. So I'm going to plant a couple of them out here. And I am drinking not my usual fare. Bush Light John Deere cans. It says for the farmers on it. Now this is not something I would buy. That says brewed for the farmers. Yeah, I know somebody one day had written in the comments that, oh, it's all the same, that High Life and all these beers, they all come out of the same tap. I tell you, I know it. Drinking this stuff, I know that's not true. It's got that, well, maybe part of it's the light thing in it, but it's got that bitter bite to it that High Life does not have. High Life is clean and crisp. This stuff is just kind of obnoxious. But a lot of people drink it. I think I got a lot of relatives that drink this. Well, not necessarily the green can stuff, but Bush Light. But it happened to be that when I come out here, I ran into a cousin that was going back to the hunting shack to plug up some mouse holes. And he offered me a beer. And this is what the offer was. And it's a hot day, so I ain't going to turn down a cold beverage. But at the same time, I'm not going to rush into a store and buy a bunch of this. She ain't no High Life. Yeah, there's that aftertaste. Like I say, part of it could be, from the light aspect of it. But she ain't no connoisseur's beer. Evidently, I'm not farmer enough to appreciate this. Yeah, it's a new one to me. When he drug this out, I thought he was offering me a Mountain Dew, which I have no desire to drink either. Well, that's not a pop I drink. Well, plant some trees, but keep your eyes on that Kerch Bridge. Because if they make a hit at that, there will be repercussions. Uh, I think you will have reached the end of the patience of the Russians in dealing with these people. And you know, we've got a pile of NATO people over there running this operation, and they are going to be taken out. And what is going to happen then? Will we not react to that? You know, let's say they kill 100 Americans. You're not going to react to that? Well, we'll see. I got planting to do.